Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to tell you a story that might sound simple at first, but by the end of it, it could completely change the way you see your life, your habits, and especially your laziness. This is not just a story about being lazy or hardworking. This is a story about understanding yourself, fighting the invisible enemy inside you, and discovering the real secret to beating laziness once and for all. There was a small town where nothing ever seemed to change. People woke up, went to work, came back home, ate dinner, slept, and repeated the same routine day after day. In this town lived a young man named Arjun. Arjun was not poor, but he wasn't rich either. He was not extremely talented, but he wasn't foolish. He was just average. And deep inside, he hated that word. Average. Arjun had big dreams. He wanted a better life, more respect, freedom, and success. He would lie on his bed at night imagining himself achieving great things. In his mind, he was confident, strong, and unstoppable. But every morning, when the alarm rang, reality hit him hard. He would silence the alarm, turn to the other side, and whisper, "I'll start tomorrow." Tomorrow became next week. Next week became next month. And slowly, years passed. Arjun's biggest problem wasn't lack of opportunity. It wasn't lack of money. It wasn't even lack of intelligence. His biggest problem was laziness, disguised as comfort, excuses, and fear. He always had reasons. If someone asked him why he wasn't working on his goals, he would say he was tired. If someone suggested learning a new skill, he would say he didn't have time. If someone motivated him, he would agree with everything, feel inspired for a few minutes, and then do nothing. Inside his heart, Arjun knew he was wasting his potential. But knowing and doing are two very different things. One day, Arjun met his childhood friend, Rohan, who had returned to town after many years. Rohan looked different. There was something calm and confident about him. He spoke with clarity, his eyes were focused, and his posture showed discipline. They sat together at a small tea stall, talking about life. Arjun complained about everything. His job, his luck, his lack of motivation, his laziness. He expected sympathy. Instead, Rohan smiled gently. Arjun felt a little irritated. "Why are you smiling?" he asked. Rohan took a sip of tea and said, "Because you sound exactly like I used to sound." That caught Arjun's attention. Rohan began to share his story. He said there was a time when he was even lazier than Arjun. He would procrastinate, avoid responsibility, and blame circumstances. One day, his life hit a breaking point. Not because of failure, but because of realization. Rohan said something that stayed with Arjun for a long time. He said, "Laziness is not the problem. Laziness is a symptom." Arjun didn't understand. Rohan explained that laziness is often misunderstood. People think lazy people don't want to work. But most lazy people actually want success. They want respect. They want a better life. What they don't want is discomfort. Rohan said, "The human mind always chooses comfort over growth unless trained otherwise." That sentence hit Arjun like a slap. Rohan continued. He said the secret to beating laziness is not motivation. Motivation is temporary. It comes and goes. The real secret is learning how to act even when you don't feel like it. Rohan invited Arjun to walk with him early the next morning. Arjun agreed, though he wasn't sure why. The next morning, the alarm rang. Arjun felt heavy. His bed felt warm. His mind started negotiating. Just today, I'll skip. I'll go tomorrow. But something inside him remembered Rohan's words. Laziness is a symptom. With great effort, Arjun got up and went outside. Rohan was already there, waiting. They walked silently at first. Then Rohan asked, "Do you feel like walking right now?" Arjun replied honestly, "No." Rohan smiled. Exactly. Discipline means doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. That morning walk was not magical. Nothing extraordinary happened. But something small changed inside Arjun. He realized that action does not require motivation. Action creates motivation. Over the next few days, Rohan gave Arjun simple challenges. Wake up at a fixed time. Make your bed. Read 5 pages. Walk for 10 minutes. Write 1 paragraph. Very small tasks. Arjun felt these tasks were too easy to matter. But Rohan said, "We are not building results. We are building identity." That line changed everything. Rohan explained that every small action is a vote for the kind of person you want to become. When you act disciplined, even in small ways, your brain slowly starts believing that you are a disciplined person. At first, Arjun struggled. Some days he failed. Some days he skipped tasks. But instead of quitting, Rohan told him to focus on consistency, not perfection. Weeks passed. Something unexpected happened. Arjun started feeling more energetic. His confidence improved. He stopped overthinking and started doing. Laziness didn't disappear completely, but it lost its power over him. One evening, Arjun realized something shocking. He was no longer waiting for the perfect mood to work. He was creating the mood by working. That was the secret. Laziness feeds on delay. The longer you wait, the stronger it becomes. But when you take immediate action, even small action, laziness starts to weaken. Arjun also learned that laziness often hides fear. Fear of failure. Fear of judgment. Fear of not being good enough. By taking small actions daily, Arjun was facing his fears without even realizing it. Months later, Arjun's life looked different. He wasn't a billionaire. He wasn't famous. But he was proud. And that pride came from keeping promises to himself. One night, Arjun sat alone, thinking about his journey. He realized that the biggest lie laziness tells is, you have time. Time is the most dangerous illusion. Arjun understood that the future he wanted was built by what he did today, not what he planned for tomorrow. The real secret to beating laziness is not waiting to feel ready. You will never feel ready. The secret is starting before you feel ready. It's choosing discomfort today for freedom tomorrow. It's understanding that your mood does not control your actions. Your actions control your mood. If you are watching this right now and you feel lazy, unmotivated, or stuck, understand this: there is nothing wrong with you. You are not broken. You are just untrained. Start small. Start now. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now. Because the moment you take that first small step, laziness loses its grip, and your real life begins. And remember, the secret isn't doing something big once. The secret is doing something small every day, even when you don't feel like it. That's how laziness is defeated. That's how lives are changed.